You fill your glass with water, crystal clear, pure, perfectly safe. One bad sip, one tiny germ, can ruin your entire week. Our ancestors knew no such luxury. Imagine drinking from a muddy, stagnant river. No filters, no purification tablets, just raw, unfiltered water, brimming with unseen dangers. For millions of years, they survived. How did human life even begin? How did they not just die from constant sickness? We are incredibly fragile. Our modern world is almost surgically sterile. Any small pathogen can send us to the doctor. But our ancestors were different. They evolved a brutal biological shield within. Their primary defense? Not external tech. It was their own biology, an internal, brutal chemical barrier. Their first line of defense? Their stomach. Most primates have a stomach pH of 3.0 to 4.0, relatively mild, like weak black coffee. But the human stomach sits at a shocking pH of 1.5. This extreme acidity is not typical for other great apes. So where else do we see this specific acidity? In scavengers like vultures and hyenas. Yes, you carry a scavenger's stomach. This acid bath acts as an ecological filter, killing vast numbers of waterborne and foodborne bacteria. E. coli and salmonella stood little chance. They were destroyed before reaching the intestines. A built-in, lethal pathogen killer. But stomach acid isn't the whole story. Look to modern hunter-gatherers like the Hadza people of Tanzania. They offer clues to another ancient secret. Their gut microbiomes are incredibly diverse, far more robust than any Westerner's gut. They harbor bacteria we label pathogenic, yet they remain completely asymptomatic. Their gut ecosystems outcompete the bad bacteria. Good bacteria simply overwhelm the invaders, a thriving internal jungle of defense. This is not a weakness, it is a superpower. Did they never get sick? Oh, not quite. Coprolite evidence, fossilized ancient poop, confirms ancient humans carried parasites like hookworm and the dreaded giardia, but they didn't always die. Many simply lived with them. A state called commensalism existed. The body tolerated a low-level parasitic load, an uncomfortable yet normal existence. Our ancestors forged a pact, living alongside their microscopic, uninvited residents. Their bodies were battle-hardened, a constant, low-level immune system training regime. Our ancestors thrived in a world of pathogens. This internal arsenal was their first great defense, a brutal, yet effective biological shield. Modern humans, however, have lost this. We live in a sterile, sanitized world. Exposure to pathogens is now rare. Our immune systems are essentially untrained. This is the pure water paradox. We die where they effortlessly survived. Our sanitization created profound vulnerability. The modern environment is a double-edged sword. Before cities, humans were always moving. Hunter-gatherers literally outran their own waste. They avoided concentrating pathogens. But the Neolithic Revolution changed everything. Settling down meant waste accumulated. Water sources became predictably contaminated. This is when waterborne disease became a mass killer. Not for the mobile, but for the settled. Their nomadic life was a constant purification. Movement was their ultimate sanitation system. Their powerful stomachs and guts were essential. These internal defenses were honed over eons, a testament to brutal evolutionary pressures, a biological marvel within every human, a silent, potent war waged inside. Every ancestor carried this ancient superpower. Their ability to tolerate disease was astounding. It shaped human history, survival, and migration. Our bodies remember some of this resilience, hidden deep within our genetic code. The ancient fight for clean water was constant. Their inner chemistry kept them alive, a remarkable biological adaptation. Indeed, this biological shield was paramount. Your powerful stomach, a brutal filter. Your diverse gut, a crowded battlefield. Microbes battling microbes deep inside. This sophisticated ecosystem thrived on exposure. Each exposure made the system stronger. unlike our modern, fragile systems. We avoid pathogens. We sterilize. Our immunity is under-challenged, underdeveloped. Imagine a muscular body that never lifted. That's our modern immune response. Our ancestors were constantly lifting weights. Their biology was perfectly adapted. Adapted to mud, to parasites, to danger. Their survival was a daily biological miracle. Evolution forged this incredible resilience. It shaped every early human, from the first hominins in Africa to complex societies across the globe. This primal gut, this acid stomach, it allowed life to flourish. It enabled exploration, expansion, survival. Without it, humanity would have perished. A silent, unsung hero of our past. This powerful internal defense mechanism. It permitted daring water consumption. It allowed for movement through diverse landscapes. The sheer hardiness of the ancient body. It's a stark contrast to our anxieties, our fears of unfiltered water, our dependence on pristine, bottled sources. They drank from the earth, unfiltered, and their bodies responded. They evolved. A remarkable testament to adaptation. Your very existence on Earth is proof. Proof of enduring, relentless evolutionary pressure. Consider the sheer biological cost of this defense. An extremely acidic stomach requires immense energy. It's a constant internal chemical battle. Yet, it was absolutely non-negotiable for survival. This specialized digestive system was crucial. It allowed access to diverse, often contaminated food, and, crucially, water from perilous sources. This wasn't an optional advantage. It was fundamental. It directly enabled early hominin migration patterns. Their bodies provided the ultimate filtration layer. The Hadza microbiome isn't just diverse, it's dynamic. It constantly adapts to new environmental threats. A living, breathing, internal immune system training. Imagine the selective pressure every single day. Those without this resilience simply perished. Only the biologically toughest lineages survived. This high tolerance for pathogens wasn't comfortable. It was a gritty, uncomfortable, daily reality. Yet it was humanity's key to unlocking the world. Before fire, before tools, before complex thought, there was this incredible internal fortitude. A testament to nature's brutal efficiency. We are walking biological fortresses, forged in the crucible of contaminated water. Our ancestral guts were magnificent, built to conquer a world of unseen threats. But the gut was only one line of defense. Humans also possessed incredible environmental intelligence. They didn't just stumble upon clean water sources. They actively sought naturally purified hydration. Imagine reading the landscape like a geological map, knowing exactly where nature already filtered water. This was their deep hydrological literacy. New research confirms early hominins followed groundwater springs. Their migrations across East Africa were dictated by these sites. These groundwater-fed springs were incredible natural filters. Buffering deep aquifers meant immense natural purification. Water passed through hundreds of feet of sand and rock. This process stripped away pathogens before reaching the surface. It was nature's untouched biological filtration system. When surface water sources dried or became contaminated, ancient humans didn't panic. They dug for it. They created seep wells in dry riverbeds. Digging just a few feet accessed mechanically filtered water. The surrounding sediment acted as a powerful sieve. This made it significantly cleaner than stagnant pools nearby. They also relied on the ultimate organic guides, animals. Ancestors were master observers of animal behavior. Animals were their living, breathing water detectors. Certain grain-eating birds, like finches, must drink daily. Following their flight paths led directly to fresh water. Conversely, animal carcasses were a dire warning. A water source surrounded by death signaled toxicity. These crucial environmental signals meant survival. Their very existence depended on this profound ecological intelligence. But ancient humans weren't just finding clean water. They were actively engineering purification solutions. Long before modern plumbing, they built sophisticated filters. Consider the incredible Maya civilization in Tikal, Guatemala. Archaeologists uncovered a water filtration system 2,000 years old. The Maya used natural minerals, zeolite and quartz. These acted as a powerful molecular sieve, trapping microbes and heavy metals like mercury. Zeolite is still a key component in modern water filters. Our ancestors were master water engineers, truly ahead of their time. Before pottery allowed direct boiling over a fire, humans used an ingenious method, stone boiling. They would heat stones in a fire until glowing hot, then drop them into a water-filled animal hide, or a cleverly fashioned wooden trough. The intensely hot stones brought the water to a rolling boil. This effectively killed almost all dangerous pathogens. A simple, yet profoundly effective, ancient sanitation method. Then there's the popular myth about why people drank beer. It wasn't just because all water was dirty. Fermentation and brewing processes required boiling water. This created a sterile, much safer beverage. Beer and wine were also calorie-rich, essential for survival. Alcoholic beverages could also be stored far longer. A practical, resilient solution for hydration and nutrition. Every sip was a triumph of ancient ingenuity, a testament to humanity's relentless drive. From the invisible world of microbes to environmental clues, from simple tools to complex engineering marvels, our ancestors continually adapted, survived, and thrived. They didn't just endure, they innovated. Their world demanded constant vigilance and creativity, a challenge they met with unparalleled resourcefulness. But this hard-won resilience created a strange paradox. The very pure water we now demand has left our modern bodies surprisingly vulnerable. Our sanitized world has a hidden cost. We have lost the microbial training, the constant low-level exposure that honed their immunity. The clean life weakened our ancient defenses. When ancient humans encountered pathogens, their immune systems were ready, honed by exposure. They had a robust, diverse microbiome, a bustling internal ecosystem fighting invaders. We, in contrast, live in a sterile bubble, rarely exposed to common environmental pathogens. Our immune systems are essentially untrained. A minor bug could now hospitalize us, that their bodies easily brushed aside. The modern immune system is soft, lacking the constant sparring partners. Our ancestors' daily struggle built their strength. The pure water paradox is stark. We die where they survived easily. Waterborne disease became a mass killer. Only when humans stopped moving and built cities. The Neolithic Revolution fundamentally changed everything. When you live in one fixed place, your own waste inevitably contaminates water sources. Hunter-gatherers were mobile. They literally outran their pathogens. Moving camp meant leaving behind contamination. Their nomadic lifestyle was a form of sanitation, a continuous escape from their own biological footprint. The concentration of people in cities created unprecedented public health challenges, requiring entirely new forms of engineering and entirely new biological adaptations. This era marks a profound shift from personal resilience to collective vulnerability, from a mobile life to a settled one. Our relationship with water was profoundly and forever changed. This monumental shift directly introduced a pure water paradox. Modern pristine purity, ironically, makes us biologically vulnerable. We tragically succumb to infections. Ancestors easily survived daily. Our highly sanitized world leaves human immune systems fundamentally untrained. Rare pathogen exposure now means weaker, far less robust defenses today. Ancient humans possessed incredibly diverse, remarkably resilient gut microbiomes. They regularly carried parasites like hookworm and giardia throughout life, often living symptom-free, existing in a state of natural commensalism. Their bodies tolerated low-level parasitic loads as completely normal function. This was their common, albeit sometimes uncomfortable, biological reality. Our ancestors evolved a truly formidable internal chemical defense system, a unique stomach pH of 1.5, similar to scavengers like vultures. This extreme acid bath eradicated vast numbers of waterborne bacteria. Dangerous E. coli and Salmonella pathogens perished before reaching intestines. Most other great apes possess significantly milder stomach acid levels. Our unique human gut specifically adapted for high pathogen environments. Research into the Hadza people shows incredibly diverse, robust gut microbiomes. They thrive with bacteria Westerners mistakenly consider pathogenic today. Their powerful gut ecosystems aggressively outcompete harmful invaders naturally. Ancient life truly forged these powerful, naturally selected internal shields. Shields we have largely diminished in our modern quest for sterility. We relentlessly seek ultra-filtered, bottled, pristine water supplies now. Ironically, this very pursuit makes us biologically weaker overall. Our modern immune systems have grown increasingly lazy from disuse. They lack prehistory's constant, intense evolutionary challenges and threats. The pivotal Neolithic revolution catalyzed this immense societal shift. Settling in fixed cities introduced entirely new, widespread health dangers. Human waste inevitably contaminated local, communal water sources rapidly. Dense, sedentary populations created conditions for mass killer diseases. Hunter-gatherers simply outran their own accumulating waste and pathogens. Their continuous mobility was their fundamental ancient sanitation system. We exchanged constant movement for vulnerable, permanent settlements, inheriting what scientists call the profound settler's curse. Our technological progress incurred a deep, often unseen biological debt. We engineer external filters, but sacrifice our internal, innate immunity. The ancient Maya built sophisticated zeolite and quartz filtration systems. A precise molecular sieve, trapping microbes and toxic heavy metals. Yet, their bodies also actively fought daily environmental pathogens too. We now rely almost entirely on external, engineered water purification. Ancient stone boiling effectively purified water before pottery existed. They heated glowing stones in fires, then dropped them into water troughs. This innovation brought the water to a rolling boil, killing all pathogens. Fermentation also sterilized water for making drinks like beer and wine, creating sterile, calorie-rich beverages that stored much longer safely. Our ancestors possessed deep, essential hydrological environmental intelligence. They found naturally filtered groundwater fed by deep, hidden springs. Used animal sentinels, like grain-eating birds, to identify safe sources. Dug seep wells in dry riverbeds, mechanically filtering water through sand. They were hydro-literate, profoundly connected to Earth's water systems. Today, we merely turn on a tap, expecting instant, unquestioned purity. This modern convenience actually conceals a deep biological vulnerability. Our body's innate defenses have atrophied from disuse and consistent lack. We are far removed from nature's essential, formative training grounds. Our relentless quest for absolute sterility has ultimately weakened us. The sparkling clean water you drink is an undisputed modern marvel, but it also starkly highlights our immune system's evolutionary decline. You are not inherently weak. You're adapted to modern comfort and ease. Your biology, however, still remembers a starkly different, wilder existence. A world where every single sip posed a direct, microscopic challenge. Where daily survival demanded both internal and external fierce resilience. We exchanged that ancient, robust hardiness for contemporary, effortless ease. A fundamental choice with profound, lasting biological consequences. This truth extends far beyond merely the water we physically drink. It profoundly speaks to our fundamental link with the entire natural world. And the ancient, powerful echoes still resonating deep within our DNA. Next time a minor, everyday bug makes you feel slightly unwell, reflect on the millions of years of human genetic, brutal adaptation. Adaptations that once made our ancestors practically invincible survivors. They weren't stronger, they simply adapted differently for sheer survival. Their challenging world forged them. Ours now gently coddles and protects. The pure water you consume is a profound, potent, silent symbol. It represents this great evolutionary trade-off we decisively made as a species. a paradox intricately woven into our very human genetic blueprint forever. We constantly seek absolute, unassailable safety in our modern lives. Yet true, enduring strength often emerges directly from intense challenge. From the delicate, crucial, symbiotic dance with the wild, untamed world. A world that both threatens and fortifies our spirit. This ancient wisdom remains, dormant, deep within us, reminding us clearly of what we inherently once were as a species, and the unique, fascinating beings we ultimately have become today. It's not a biological flaw, but an essential evolutionary adaptation. An adaptation to the highly controlled world that we painstakingly designed. A sanitized, yet strangely vulnerable, human-made world. Our creation. So, next time you instinctively grab a glass for a refreshing drink, consider this incredible, awe-inspiring journey of human biological survival. The acidic, scavenger-like stomach, the highly diverse, robust gut, the ingenious seep wells, the clever animal sentinels, always vigilant. All these profound paths directly led to your present, comfortable moment. This narrative illuminates our extraordinary past and deeply shapes our fundamental understanding of who we are today. This truly fundamental human survival story concludes. You were never meant to be perfectly sterile. Your body carries the ghost of a wilder, robust past. You are a biological marvel, a survivor of millions of years. Don't mistake modern comfort for ultimate strength. Your ancestors thrived where you would be hospitalized. Understand this paradox. Embrace this powerful, ancient echo. If you found this dive into our deep past fascinating, hit that like button. Share your thoughts in the comments below. What modern convenience do you think changed us most? And subscribe to Stickwise for more journeys into the incredible evolution that shaped who you are today. Tap the bell so you never miss another deep dive.